This is Dirshu Mishnah Berurah as we continue Simin Lamed Beis, and today we're going to conclude Sif Lamed Vav. We're in the middle of discussing the way that the four parshiyos of Shema are written in the Tefilin Shel Yad. As we've learned extensively, the Tefilin Shel Yad is one large cloth with the four parshiyos of Kadesh Levi, Kavyacha, Shema, and Vayayim Shamaya on that one piece of cloth. And we concluded yesterday with learning that the first three parshiyos, Kadesh Levi, Kavyacha, and Shema, all begin at the beginning of the line. And we learned that this is called Psucha. And now we continue the Machaber, in which the Machaber says, Uparshas V'hayayim Shemaya, and the Parsha of V'hayayim Shemaya, which again, this is the fourth Parsha in Kriya Shema, Maschilin Be'emsa Shita El Yoina, begins in the middle of the top line, and you have to leave a space of 9 letters in front of it. So you indent the parsha of Vayim Shemaya before you begin writing Vinimsa, and it comes out Sheshloish es parshiyos, that the three parshiyos of Kadesh Levi Kavach and Shema Psucha bein the Rambam in the Rosh, according to all opinions, they have the status of being Pasucha, they have the status of being opened. And this final and last parsha of Vayim Shemaya, uparsha achrayna yistuma ledasa Rambam, and the final parsha the Rambam holds is stuma. This is the Karim Minhag, and this is what we do in our Tefilin. So it says the Mishnah Berurah Sif 36c that the final parsha is stuma ledasa Rambam ve'av ledasa Rosh Psucha. Now this is the debate, the Rambam and the Rosh, what is considered Psucha and Stuma. So in this final and fourth parsha, it's starting indented, so the Rosh holds that's called Psucha. But however, Mikol Magam and Oisikach, still we do this. Why? Because in the Tefillin, it's impossible to make it stuma according to all opinions. Why? The way that we do a stuma in Sefer Torah, which is what explains Mishnah Berurah, which is that we conclude the previous parsha with leaving a blank space, then leave a blank 9-letter space, and then you go and you start the next parsha on the same line. That v'nikras stuma leave the kuli alma. So if the previous parsha you left some space, and then the next parsha you start right away, everyone agrees that is stuma. This stuma of namachrel. Why? Because it's closed both before and after. But you cannot do this in Tefillin. Why? The mere fact that you're starting the final and fourth parsha on its own column negates the ability to make it stuma according to everyone. However, and therefore, what we try to do is at least make it stuma. L'das the Rambam. If you want to leave one line chalak blank, in the beginning of the final and fourth parsha, maybe you should leave one line empty and then begin on the second line. Even that doesn't help. Only the Rosh holds that stuma, not the Rambam. Because according to the Rambam, it is psucha. Because it is impossible to make it stuma according to everyone nagu Rambam. Therefore, what we do is we at least make it stuma like the Rambam. Because shkein ikar av b'sefer Torah. So now we're getting that the psak halacha with regard to stuma and psucha is the ikar psak is the Rambam. Im yev shalas divrei hakol. Anytime we're going to be posed with a challenge that we can't make it stuma according to all opinions, we're going to try to satisfy the opinion of the Rambam. As we've seen in Siman Reish Ayin Hey. Says the Mishnah Berurah, the Taz had an Eitzah in order that you could make it stuma according to all, or at least according to all opinions. Says the Mishnah Berurah. What is this Eitzah? The Hainu. Sheba Parsha Rishayna. In the first Parsha Ushniya, the second one Yasa Kol Kavod Shekaz of Shulchan Aruch. We do everything like it says in Shulchan Aruch. Rak Parsha Shema b'seif at the end of the third parsha. Yaniach revach pachos michdei tasois ketanois. You leave a small space. And furthermore, and then as well, you leave a small space when you begin the last parsha. By leaving a small space at the end of the third parsha, and as well leaving a small space at the beginning of the fourth parsha. You don't have a space of a full 9 letters in one space. Only through combining, everyone agrees, that's called stuma. So a bunch of Gedalim, the Taz, the Rami Panoi, the Goin, the Pri Megadim, do find a way to satisfy all opinions by making 2 spaces, each one less than 9 letters, and then everyone will hold that's called stuma. Says the Mishnah Berurah, Vidan, you should know. Even if you leave over a space of 9 letters, gedolos that are large, mikol tzad gam kin kasher, it's still kasher. Why? Because now we already seen of Sif 36c chas. Now that in such a scenario that'll be kosher. Some even do that. But each one should do according to their minhag. That concludes this long and lengthy Simon Lamed Vav. We'll pick up from Simon Lamed Zayin the next year.